Honorable Ambassador Nayem Han, we thank you very much for this first phase of our interview, and we thank you for welcoming us. Now, I think we can just jump into the second phase of our interview, which will be mainly about personal questions. And I would like to start by asking, you've been touring around the country. You've mentioned some places you've been. What are some of the, let's say, top 5 or top 3 of the places you liked a lot in Rwanda, given where you've been traveling to?
So number one, I will give to Korongi. I love that small city and
Closer to the lake, maybe?
Lake Kivu.
Yes.
And I spent some time there, and it was such a beautiful place. Tranquility, serenity, peace, and you have beautiful lake. A lot of tourism attractions there. You can do boating. You can go to the small islands, and the greenery and the birds and the scenarios are so beautiful in Karongi. So that is my number one choice. My second choice is Musanze. I love Musanze there. I have been there many times. I have been to almost every part of Musanze. So that attracted me so much. And I will couple Musanze and Gisini. Whenever I went to Musanze, I enjoyed the mountains. And then I went to Gisini to see the lake again. And Gisini has wonderful restaurants, wonderful bars, and a lot of tourist attractions in Gisini. And then I also loved Eastern Province, and I went to Lake Mohaze to all the angles from Lake Mohaze. People think that Lake Mohaze is just one place. No, there are so many dimensions, so many restaurants, and so many tourist attractions on different directions of the Lake Mohaze. Even this Hoye in Ingwe forest in the south, it was also very beautiful. Nyanze, the historical places there.
Seems like you've been across the whole country.
Yeah, so from Gatuna to Nyakatare and from Gisini, Musanze to Hoye, Changugu, everywhere I have been. And everywhere is, Canada, this Rwanda is like a country of 1,000 hills and eternal spring.
Yeah.
So you feel everywhere beautiful when you see the tea gardens, when you see the plantation of coffee, when you see the pine trees, when you see the eucalyptus trees, and you see the crops, and you see the animals. Akagira Park. I spent the whole day in Akagira, and I saw the big five. Also invite Pakistanis and everyone to go to Akagira and spend 1-2 days there. So that was also an amazing experience.
And also, you just talked about the tea plantation you've seen. You just told us that 60% of our produce is actually sold in Pakistan.
Yes.
So have you been able maybe to meet some farmers of tea around and
yeah, definitely. We had recently in Kigali a tea conference. And more than 25, 30 Pakistani delegates, they participated in that. And with them, with some of the tea companies, also I visited in the north as well as in the south and other areas. One day we started from Gisini and we went to Changugu, and there were so many tea plantations. So we stopped and we saw some of the factories and some of the tea plantation, and also the coffee plantation. Very beautiful. Once you go from, once you cross Hoye and you go to the south, and before you reach Changugu, so there are so many beautiful tea plantations. You just stand there, you sit and you look at the green plants. It gives you a lot of spiritual enlightenment.
So what about the Rwandan dishes? What are your favorites? Have you tried some and get to know our culture through our food?
I confuse the names like Bugari maybe. Some of the, I love dodo with the rice and some chicken. The vegetables here, the beans and the rice, the combination, that is also wonderful. The minced meat, when they mix the meat with the rice or they make a curry and with some spices. So that is also my favorite. And personally, I even at my home, and I told my people that Rwandan food is more healthy as compared to even our own food. We have a lot of chapati and a lot of oily food and a lot of carbohydrates. But here, most of the food is based on proteins and minerals and vitamins and organic. So that's why I love Rwandese food, and you have special culinary and the taste. It's so yummy, so delicious, and very natural, very organic. This is very healthy. So the people who like me cross 40, 50, they should go for Rwandese food.
This is their
That
place.
is more healthy. Yes, it's more healthy as compared to those oily, spicy, and carbohydrates kind of food.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You mentioned about the restaurants and some hotels of Pakistanis based in Rwanda. Do you have maybe, I can imagine that you can recommend each of them, but do you have some of which you can recommend some people maybe to go and check it out?
We have one pure Pakistani food restaurant in downtown in Lahori. Lahori, which is in the near the free car-free area, car-free zone. So Lahore is one of the biggest cities of Pakistan, number 2 city in Pakistan. So there you can find very authentic original food of Pakistan. Then we have Mandi, another restaurant. We have this hotel here just closer to us, to our embassy. They also provide some Pakistani food. And then we have other restaurants being opened. So there are so many places where you can have Pakistani food.
Yes.
Pakistani food and Indian food, this is almost the same. If even you go to an Indian restaurant or Pakistani restaurant, food is the same. But Pakistan is more specialized in meat, beef, mutton, goat. Maybe in India it is not so popular because of their culture. But in Pakistan, we have excellent, meat-based dishes, and also beans and pulses and others. So that one can enjoy.
So you've told us that you worked in also when the Taliban took over, you were based in Afghanistan. It seems like you have a lot of history working in foreign affairs of the Pakistan ministry. Can you tell us a brief of your journey career-wise until now?
Yeah, I was after my university, I opened my private school, and you might have heard Malala Yousafzai, who also came to Kigali. She is a Nobel Prize holder from Pakistan, a young lady who is struggling for the education rights of women and men.
She's quite known.
Yeah, so Malala Yousafzai, her father was my partner.
Oh.
So I went to her classes sometimes, and I saw her in the class, and I taught her, you can say. And then after that, I joined as a finance officer in National Bank of Pakistan. I also worked as a training officer and human resource developer in project which called Chatral Area Development Project. Then I became a magistrate, a judge, and administrator in Pakistan, to which we call assistant commissioner, for 4 or 5 years. And then I joined foreign service as a career diplomat. My first posting was in Spain, then I went to Argentina, then I went to Cuba, Canada, Afghanistan, Rwanda, and many other countries. And also I served as assistant director, deputy director, director general, and minister of foreign affairs. And I have traveled around the world. I learned to learn languages. Kenya, Rwanda is giving me a tough time. But
how many can you speak?
Yeah.
How many languages can you
I
speak?
speak 9 languages. But now my next target is Swahili and Kenya, Rwanda.
Kenya, Rwanda will not be easy, but you have to try.
It is giving me a tough time, but I'm learning the basics. And I'm also like sometimes work as an academician. I teach to people. We have trained more than 100 Rwandese graduates and young people here in this High Commission. We gave them internship program, professional internship program. And also we are giving them experience certificates. Because when a young person goes to a job, employer asks for experience and the employee asks for job. So the employer says, give me experience, I give you job. So that's why we are giving them 2 months experience certificate that they are working with Pakistan Embassy in Kigali. So it can add to their CV, and we give them professional experience certificate of working with Pakistan High Commission. Get some scholarships for Rwandese students. Today I saw a good news that 2 scholarships have been awarded to Rwanda for the engineers of the communication department. So these are also some of the other activities that we are doing. Also public diplomacy, cultural diplomacy.
So, and when you were not working, when you are off, what do you do to cool down, to relax?
I'm an extensive reader, and I read a lot. I read books, especially books on international relations, diplomacy, philosophy, psychology, sociology, and social sciences, my favorite, and also Rwandan history and African history. Also, I support this Africasia initiative to bring Africa and Asia together, and some of the culture programs. We are also working with some of the NGOs here, like Delight Rwanda is one of the NGO. They are working on education, health, and information technology. So we are also giving support to them in many NGOs, many non-government organizations, in education especially, and information technology, to build capacity of Rwandans.
Yeah. Do you also like cricket, like most of the people in your region?
Yeah, cricket I like. 2 of Pakistanis are in the national team of Rwanda.
Okay.
Yes, and they are performing very well. I like cricket because it is a fashion in Pakistan. But personally, I love football.
Oh.
I am a fan of football, and I love
Maybe because
football.
you traveled a lot?
Yeah, in especially Spanish-speaking countries like Argentina and Spain. So there, football is so popular. Even in Pakistan, it is becoming popular. Pakistan produces the world's best footballs. FIFA, the World Cup, they play with Pakistani footballs. And so football for me, it is a sport which is like in 90 minutes, you are done. And cricket, you have to wait for the whole day. So football is very healthy and also very exciting. Very exciting. You know, every minute you are excited. So that's why my personal favorite is football. But in Pakistan, the most popular sport that is cricket.
Yeah. Do you have favorite teams? Maybe, let's say, across the West, maybe in Britain, where football is more advanced?
Yeah, I have a favorite. I may not mention some of them, but in Argentina, Boca Junior was my favorite. I used to go there to every match. In Rwanda also now I'm developing my taste for the different teams here. I met the chairman, the president of the Rwanda Football Federation, Alfonso. I met him, and also we are now working on how to strengthen our sports relationship between the 2 countries.
I would like to know, maybe, do you watch Liverpool and other teams?
Yes, I watch. Whenever I have time, I do watch. I did not disconnect myself, but the rivalry between Barcelona, Real Madrid,
you tried to
and
find it,
the Boca and River. These are some of the rivalries which you enjoy. Huge excitement.
Honorable Ambassador, thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you, everybody, and we will remain in touch.
We hope to maybe do it again.
Yes,
in the future,
we can do more episodes. I'm always available. I can come to your studio. You are most welcome in High Commission, and our communication channel will be always open and strong. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the interview. We hope you enjoyed. We're discussing with the Ambassador of Islamic Republic of Pakistan to Rwanda, His Excellency Nayeem Han. We hope you'll be coming for more. My name is Daha Emmanuel.